All right. Can you guys? Okay. Yeah. People can see me. We have people joining in the session. Welcome, everyone, to the Workflow Summit. Really excited to have you guys here today. We're going to be talking about a bunch of amazing workflow topics. And if you were with us last year at Workflow Con, this is going to be like a miniature Workflow Con 1 day event packed with a bunch of amazing speakers and topics we're going to be talking about. But before we do that, everyone, always runs a minute or two late. Let's give everyone 30 seconds to hop in. I see you guys are already engaging in the chat, but let's start seeing where you guys are calling in from. Come on. Where's everyone calling in from right now? I'm based here in Atlanta, Georgia. I want to see if we have people international. So we got Florida, Pennsylvania, Ohio. We got the UK. Okay, we're international. World domination. Do we have anyone in Australia? Okay, we got Canada, Massachusetts, Toronto. I think I saw an Australian in there somewhere. Okay, we got Decatur, Georgia. All right, I'm here in Midtown actually. That's great to see some fellow AT aliens. All right, so we've got about almost 200 people in the session right now. Everyone's engaging in the chat. Let's go ahead and get started. So, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Shahram Zarshenas. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Financial Sense. If you don't know what Financial Sense is, it's an easy-to-use practice management software built specifically for accounting and bookkeeping firms. We help them track the status of work, collaborate with their team, collaborate with their clients, and organize everything so they can hit their deadlines. I'm not going to talk a lot about Financial Sense today, but I just want to mention if you're interested in looking at a practice management tool or learning more about Financial Sense, make sure to go by our virtual booth to learn more about how it can help you hit your needs. Still got people engaging in the chat. Let's go ahead and get started. So before we jump into the dynamics of the conference and what you're going to be doing today, I wanted to talk about why we're all here. Let's talk about the vision behind the Workflow Summit and a lot of the workflow events we do. We've spent the last 4 years talking to thousands of accountants and bookkeepers. And what we saw was the biggest challenge they all faced at some point was workflow. As your firm grows, you start to do really well, you take on some more clients, maybe you even hire a few team members. Your business becomes more complex, right? It becomes harder to manage everything. You lose visibility. You don't know the status of work, who's working on what, or did we get that work done in time, right? Everything becomes a little bit more disorganized, right? You have team communication, client communication, documents, client information all stored all over the place, right? And it's hard for you or your team to find the information you need to get your work done. And what we saw is as firms struggled with this, it prevented them from building their dream firm, right? Whether that's a big firm across the nation with a bunch of employees, or it's just you and maybe one other team member in a lifestyle business that runs well on its own 10, 20 hours a week, but makes you good money to support your lifestyle. Whatever it was, workflow was always an issue at some point for every firm. I'm actually curious, right? Drop this in the chat. What is the biggest workflow issue you're facing in your firm right now? Is it automation? Is it documenting your processes? Is it visibility? Is it organization? What client communication? Okay, we got one. What else? What are the biggest workflow issues you got? Visibility, documenting processes, all the above. These are common issues that we saw every firm run into. You guys are dropping them all in the chat. You're doing great. But here's the thing. We looked at all the events out there. I go to a lot of these conferences. They're great, but we didn't see one focused on workflow. This was such a big issue that every firm faced. There wasn't one event or series of events in this case that was just focused on workflow. And we felt like that was a problem. So that's why we started putting on these events. If you joined us in October last year, we did Workflow Con. We had over 2,000 people show up for that. It was an amazing event. We had a ton of 2 days, right? And actually, we're doing that again this year. So, Tosin, if you can drop in the call to action, if you guys are going to have fun at Workflow Summit, but this is nothing compared to Workflow Con. So we're actually letting you guys pre-register for Workflow Con. You should see a call to action. It's in October. Go ahead and sign up. Get it on your calendar. Make sure you're there. It's going to be bigger and better than even Workflow Summit. So, all right. Now let's go and talk about Workflow Summit, right? That's what we're here today for. So let's talk about the structure a little bit. Today you have six, I don't know, I did one, six main stage speakers. Each session will be 45 minutes by design because we want it to be focused on like actionable insights that you can implement in your firm. Then in between each main stage event, we also have breakout sessions. The breakout is a 30-minute time for you, if you need to, take a break. Or if you want to learn more, you can come into one of our breakout sessions. They're more interactive. It's not as presentation focused, you know. Now, I will say, given the hurricane that came through a lot, some of the presenters couldn't make it to the breakout sessions. They're without power. So we will be limited on the breakout sessions. Only 50 people can join. And I think we have like 1 to 2 for that time period. So if you can't join that, we do have other options. We have unmoderated roundtables. That is for all of you guys, peer to peer, to get in a group, share best practices about workflow, talk about what you learned in the last event, get to know each other. That's unmoderated though. We're not going to be running it. That's going to be ran by you guys just to communicate and get to know each other. And then also we have our virtual booth. If you do want to learn more about Financial Sense, if you want a workflow tool, you think it can help your firm, go check us out, go talk to our team, we'll answer your questions, and you can see if it's a good fit for you. Okay, that all being said, we've talked about what to expect today. Let's talk about the one most important thing you need to do today to get the most out of today, and that is engage. Engage in there. Be present in your sessions. Have fun. Ask questions. Answer questions like you guys are doing now. Let's engage because the more you put in, the more you're going to get out. And to push that, the top 5 most engaged people today will win prizes. It's Amazon gift cards. It's an automation session with Cordy, templates from Kelly's workflow library. So make sure you engage, not just for the prizes, but for you and for everyone else involved. That being said, we got 3 minutes before Kelly goes on. Let's have some fun. Let's get the engagement started. Who wants to have some fun? Who wants to get engaged? Who's ready for the Workflow Summit? Come on, drop it in. Okay, are you guys ready to have some fun? If you're here at WorkflowCon, you're about to see what's going to happen. All right, get your Alexas ready. Hey, Alexa, play Thunderstruck by AC/DC. We're about to jam out to some of the classics. Oh, wait, hold on.
Thunderstruck and similar songs.
Okay.
On Music.
Here we go. All right. All right. Wait, I got to get my background for this. All right. Is it working? Wait. Okay. No. Okay. My background's not working, but we're going to go to get started anyways. Oh, there it is. It just popped on. We're ready to go. Who's ready to get ready for Workflow Summit? Come on. Let's go. Who's ready to jam out? Who's ready to automate their workflows? I love it. We're getting engaged in the chat. Here's the thing. We got 11 amazing speakers lined up for you guys today. You're going to learn how to automate your processes, document your processes, and solve the biggest workflow issues you have in your firm. Real quick, I want to see it in the chat. If you could solve one workflow issue today, what would it be? Drop it in the chat. One workflow issue that would make a huge difference in your firm. All right, email integration, capacity, participation. We're going to learn how to solve those today. Okay, we know about the biggest workflow issue. Tell me this. What does your dream firm look like? If you could solve all your problems, what would that dream firm look like? Is it a big firm? Is it a small firm that runs on its own, that makes you money, lets you live your lifestyle? What does that look like to you? Where do you want 90% automated? Love it. Boutique firm, complete automation. That's what we're going to learn today. You're going to learn from the best, the brightest in the industry on how you can do that. Okay, we got more. These are good aspirations, and I'm hoping that you guys get the answers to that today. So it's 10 o'clock. I think we need to get ready. Are you guys ready to get started? Are y'all ready for Kelly Parks coming up to start the Workflow Summit? Let's go. All right, everyone's ready. Oh, wait, we can't leave this yet. This is the good part. All right, I'm ready. Alexa, pause. Okay, that was fun. And that's the type of engagement that we want throughout this conference. I love you guys for being in the chat. You're there, you're having a good time. We got Kelly Parks coming up next for you guys. Make sure you have fun, make sure you engage, and we'll see you guys throughout the conference. Happy learning, everyone. We'll see you guys.